So it's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm in Kailua Kona. I'm sitting in front of Safeway. Just rode my bike up here. The sun is starting to come up. And I wanted to just, this is 20 at 70, by the way. I'm Trace Perot. This is about how to be 20 at 70. Regarding all the different types of diets that you can do. This is primarily about 80-10-10, but it also relates to people on the SAD, the a vegetarian diet, cooked vegetarian, cooked vegan, raw vegan, high-fat raw vegan. Anyways, I'm out here eating green apples, organic, of course. So I just wanted to make an addendum to this whole idea of being close to the source of your food. I made a video. It's video number 4. This will be video number 6. The addendum is this. I don't know if you've ever sat in a garden or wandered through a garden, how pleasant that is. How pleasant it is to be under a nice big fruit tree or under a banana patch or out in the countryside under some wild apples or something, or hanging around a bush of wild blackberries in Washington. These are incredibly pleasant things. They're very inoffensive, non-invasive, meditative, just downright pleasant interludes. So these are all examples of being around the source of your food. Even going onto a farm is very pleasant. I'm thinking that should tell us something. Okay. On the other hand, you have, at its worst, you have animal agriculture, factory farms. Would you really want to sit around and chat with your friends and have a meal around a bunch of animals being slaughtered and blood and guts flying all over the place and squealing pigs and animals kept in cages their entire life that are as big as a 3-foot square if they're lucky or something? I mean, this would be incredibly unpleasant. So that is what we have to take as a sign, right? I mean, it's totally logical in the greater sense that we should be feeding ourselves from sources of food that are pleasing to us, that are not offensive, not violent, not bloody, okay? I mean, it's totally logical. So, I know you don't see that stuff when you go into a supermarket to buy a pound of hamburger, but you're a long ways from your food. And the same thing goes for factory food that's processed by huge machines out of GMO fields, cornfields in Nebraska or whatever. And then it's packaged, it's shipped on a train and packaged in some plant by disgruntled workers, that's not the environment you want to hang out in, right? Same thing goes for the slaughterhouses, They employ primarily immigrant labor who are, just kind of out of it, They're beating up animals and, I mean, it's crazy. So I just wanted to leave that thought with everybody who's watching these videos, that if you think in terms of the source of your food and getting as close to it and whether or not that's pleasant. In a lot of cases, it's very pleasant. It's wonderful to go out to a farm, hang out in a garden, maybe have a herb patch in your front window. I mean, these are all things that uplift you, make you feel good. I doubt very seriously if you'd get that same effect from a factory, packaging, who knows, Aunt Jemima pancakes or a slaughterhouse, torturing and murdering animals. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Have a great day. I did get some good sleep last night. I went to bed about 11 o'clock and was wide awake at 6. So I'm going to do a video on just exactly how it is that you can get by on much less sleep on 80-10-10, and because that's fun, because it gives you more hours during the day to accomplish things. So I went down to the farmer's market. I got a bunch of nice ripe bananas. Here I am at the little bay on Ali'i Drive, Kailua Kona. Just thought I'd show you the sights. There's one of the tour boats getting ready to come out. Anyways, I wanted to make another point following along the line of this idea of being close to the source of your food. Another dimension of that is, the idea of prevalence. Okay, if you step out of your house right now or your place of work, there's a 99% chance you're surrounded by plants. Okay, there are billions of plants. Okay, you're around plants all day long. Unless you live like in the most cemented part of the inner city, you got plants in your life from the day you're born till the day you die, and they're all over the place. As opposed to animals, okay, you may have a pet or two, keeps you company, that you greet every day and whatnot, play with. But that's one pet, okay? That's one animal, and it's a domesticated animal. It's not even a wild animal, okay? So really, when it comes right down to it, human beings, we were born to live amongst plants, okay? And it's more than a coincidence that plants are the best thing for us to feed ourselves with, okay? We don't want to go chasing down some animal in the jungle and jumping on its back and biting through its neck, right? If we're lucky enough to catch an animal, I mean, they're smart enough to know that we're dangerous. So I just wanted to make that point. Unless, of course, you're the famous yogi Patanjali who actually invented yoga by going out into the forest and meditating and having the animals come and gather around him, and he started to imitate the poses that the animals struck, and that's why so many yoga poses are named after animals, is because that was their origin. But by and large, animals are very shy of human beings, so we don't see them around quite a bit. Anyways, I just wanted to make that point. And back to my day. So in further developing this idea of being close to your food source and whether or not that source is a humane environment or an environment in which would be uplifting to you or beautiful or kind and all those things, like a garden or a forest or an orchard or an organic farm. Really, you can carry that right into the supermarket. If you shop in a supermarket or at a farmer's market, but primarily at a store, four walls, cashiers, all that kind of stuff, you can use that as a substitution technique. So not only can you use the technique of substituting food, in other words, eating a Boca burger instead of a hamburger, if you're a vegetarian or contemplating that. Just look around at the food that you're choosing, right? And think of the source, right? When you pick up that package of pork chops or something, think of where that came from, all right? Make your decisions according to the source of your food, okay? This is going to change your entire outlook on what you consume, and it's only going to benefit you. Most people are not reaping the benefits of a vegetarian or a vegan diet or a raw vegan diet because of these associations they have in their mind or lack of association, right? They go into a supermarket, they're thinking protein, I need protein, Well, the fact of the matter is there's more protein in one leaf of romaine lettuce than there is in an average size serving of steak, and that is the truth. What's considered to be protein food should really be called fat food because it's mostly fat. Anyways, yeah, so you can do these mental substitutions, and it will change your perspective, and it will get you, over the hump into getting good to go on at least a vegetarian diet, which has tremendous benefits in terms of health. Just eliminating animal products. So anyways, I just wanted to make that point.